Hey, what's up guys, Keaton here. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 5 reasons why you should not buy the Apple Watch. This is kind of the part 2 to the video I did a few days ago titled the top 5 reasons why you should buy the Apple Watch. And if you missed that video, I'll leave it in the description below. So let's go and get started. And number 1 is price, and this is also the biggest complaint that you guys had as well. But the Apple Watch is nearly double the cost of every other smartwatch out there, which is kind of crazy considering all these other smartwatches out there are really good and they work really well. So the Apple Watch starts off at $350, and that'll get you the sport model at the 38mm watch size. But if you're not happy with the aluminum construction on that, your next option is going to be the Apple Watch, which is made out of stainless steel and starts off at $549. But if you really want to go for the gold, you're really feeling fancy, your only other option is the Apple Watch Edition, which is made out of 18 karat gold. It looks freaking awesome, but it comes with a price tag of $10,000, and I was curious, so I kind of customized it a little bit, and it will go up to $17,000. So that's pretty crazy considering there's a lot of other great smartwatches out there. $10,000 seems a little bit absurd. So the price on this thing will either make it or break it, and let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about that. And number 2 is device support. So the Apple Watch will only work with the iPhone 5 model and above, which kind of sucks because a lot of my friends still use the iPhone 4 or iPhone 4S, and Apple's really forcing those users, because believe me, there's still a lot of them out there, to upgrade to an iPhone 5 at least just to be able to use the Apple Watch, which I don't find that awesome. Now, it doesn't work with Android. So this kind of might have been expected because it's being made by Apple, but there's a lot of other great smartwatches out there that work with both platforms, such as the Pebble, and that's really the only one. And I love my Pebble, I wear it on a daily basis, but I didn't wear it for this video. And there's also an entire line of Android Wear watches and other Android smartwatches that are really awesome, such as the Galaxy Gear series, the LG G Watch R, the Moto 360, the Huawei watch. There's a lot of other great ones out there that work with tons of devices. So that's definitely one of the biggest flaws in the Apple Watch. And number 3 is battery life. So the Apple Watch is rated at a day's worth of battery life, which means you're probably gonna have to charge it every night, and then you're probably gonna wanna pick up another charger for when you go and travel. And if you're like me, I use my smartwatch pretty heavily, meaning I would probably kill the Apple Watch in 4 to 5 hours, and then I'm just kind of walking around with a smartwatch that doesn't turn on and that just looks good, which really kind of defeats the purpose. But I think the biggest problem that I have is a lot of other smartwatches out there, such as the Android Wear line, get at least 2 days worth of use, and that's just what I've seen. And there's other smartwatches like the Pebble, which I get around 3 days worth of use. That's kind of the one I wear on a daily basis. And I would have loved to have seen the Apple Watch get at least 2 days to kind of make it a little bit more convenient than having to pop it on the charger every night. And number 4 is flawed design. So the Apple Watch is really only meant to be worn on your left wrist, as the digital crown can be found on the right side, and you're supposed to casually just move it with your right hand. And I know a lot of people out there wear their watch on their right wrist and control it with their left hand, but that's not really going to be an option because it'll just be a little bit awkward kind of controlling the digital crown on the inner part of your arm. So I would have loved to have seen at least 2 options with the digital crown on the left and right side of the Apple Watch, just to give both users an option. So my buddy Quinn did a full video on this talking about the flawed design on the Apple Watch, and if you guys want to check it out, I'll leave it in the description below. At number 5, this is the first edition. So this is the first Apple Watch ever being created, and like all good products, they're gonna have some flaws, at least with the first model, and then over time, they kind of fix the flaws and just make it a better product. So before you go out there and drop a few $100 on an Apple Watch, you guys might want to wait to the second model. Thanks guys so much for watching this video. Thumbs up if you're not going to be buying the Apple Watch, and let me know in the comment section down below why you guys won't be buying it. And also go and subscribe to the channel, as we publish a brand new video every Wednesday and Saturday. And then while you're at it, check out my top 5 channel. It's just called List, where we publish a brand new video every Tuesday and Friday. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, as I'm super active on all those, and I will see you guys next time.